Hi, Dr. Taylor. This is my presentation on this piece. It's as soon as you walk in to the Osborne, it's on your left. Like immediately as soon as you walk in. It's a natural landscape with some rocks and some trees. The picture quality is not the best. But there's some rocks here, there's some trees, and there's a little bit of like waterfall going on. The frame is gilded. And it's not in the best condition. It is damaged, and I'm not sure if you can tell in the corners. It's starting to fall apart a little bit. It was noted as American painting by A.B. Davies, and it said it on the bottom corner. I have a picture of that too, I believe, which I'll show you after. So the artist is Arthur Bowen Davies. It's an American painting. It's oil on canvas. And the style and form is similar to Thomas Cole, who was Romanticism. The size of it's roughly, I'd say like 18 by 24 without the frame, a little bit bigger with the frame. It was a decent sized painting you'd have in your house, I'd say. The signature marking, as I said, ABD in the bottom corner. And we were able to see that when you put the purple light on it. The condition was pretty good. It does need to be dusting, and the lighting would actually make a huge difference with this piece. It was actually very hard to see without a flashlight. I have some better pictures of it actually standing from each side of the painting so you can see much more of the detail. And about the artist, it was much easier from at least this painting to find more stuff on the artist than the actual painting. I could not find the name of it or anything. But also, the artist was also very hard to find because he went under many different names. Arthur Bowen Davies, David A. Owen, Arthur Davies, A.B. Davies, David Owen. And I've researched all the names, and not too much came up. Besides, he was born shortly after the Hudson River artist movement, and he was inspired by that type of stuff. He is known for his nude figures in the natural scenes, which this painting is not at all, and I will show you some of his other ones. He's from Utica, New York, which is upstate, and he's a painter, printmaker, sculptor, tapestry designer, and illustrator. And he was considered an avant-garde type artist, and he was a member of the Eight, which was a group of 8 artists that were considered aesthetic misfits. I was able to find more on that, but it doesn't really apply to this painting too much. And he was really good for like natural landscapes, which was again his main thing. And he had the opportunity to take part in one of the armory shows, which I thought was pretty cool. And for this specific painting, there is no exhibition history, and if you said this work wasn't his, you'd almost believe it because it's something completely unlike anything he's ever done before, which is kind of cool. So the markings on it, I'm sure you can see this on Moodle too. This is where we saw the ABD, and then over here is the little plaque with some information on it, which is how we found a whole bunch of things, which is kind of cool. This is a bigger version of it, and I kind of fixed it up. And this is standing from the side of the painting. You can see much clearer all the details in it, which is very good. And then again, the full picture front on, it's not the best view. It's very hard to see. And then to determine the retail value for this piece, from my understanding and research, he does have works in the Smithsonian Museum and the Metropolitan, but unfortunately none of them are being shown at the moment. And even when I worked there, I couldn't remember seeing where they would have been. And it's a very unique work for this artist because most of his stuff does involve figures, so this is a very unique painting for the artist. Most of his work looks like these, which almost kind of looks Picasso-like. These are the ones from the Smithsonian. And then this one kind of is a combination of the last couple like figures and then the piece that's in the Osborne. It does have the natural landscape. So it is the piece that is actually in the Osborne is truly unique, unlike anything he's done before. And I was not entirely sure on what to value it because I compared it to people like Thomas Cole and Jasper Cropsey, whose stuff has sold at Christie's from anywhere between $80,000 and $120,000. So for the retail value for the Osborne piece, I guessed around $20,000 to $60,000. My guess probably on the lower end because of the damage on the frame and because it's a very unique piece to the artist. So that's my explanation for it. I can answer more questions if you did need them, but everything should be on Moodle. All right, thank you so much.